Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at AI and freelancing. Specifically, the idea of creating your own AI-powered freelancing platform,
hmm
like kind of like an AI version of Fiverr or Upwork.
Interesting.
So think about it, having AI handle a lot of the work, finding clients, managing projects,
Mm. Sounds pretty tempting.
right? Especially when you look at the massive size of the freelance market.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the freelance market is huge.
The source we're looking at today is, well, it's this promotional website. It's for a product called FreelancerPro AI, and they claim that freelancing is a $3.5 trillion, I mean, that's trillion with a T, global industry.
Wow.
They also say that something like 36% of the U.S. workforce are freelancers.
And that number's only going up.
Yeah, and they claim that on average, freelancers are making almost $28 an hour.
Yeah, those numbers really highlight this major shift in how people are working these days. I mean, it's not just side hustles anymore, right? Freelancing is like becoming a primary source of income for a lot of people. And a lot of that is driven by like the rise of remote work
Oh, for sure.
and just the increasing demand for specialized skills.
So this Freelancer Pro AI product,
Mm.
they claim to basically help you cash in on this whole trend.
Okay.
They're saying you can create an AI-powered freelancing site in like just 60 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, they say they have these AI robots that can handle marketing and client
Yeah.
management,
Oh, wow.
even service delivery.
Hmm.
And it supposedly comes preloaded with all these like high-paying jobs from places like Fiverr and Upwork.
That's a lot of promises. I mean, creating a whole website in just 60 seconds, that seems, I don't know, a little far-fetched.
Yeah, I know. I mean, AI can definitely speed up website creation, but like to actually build a successful freelancing platform,
Yay.
I mean, you need way more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a deep understanding of the market. Like, what are the needs? What are the pain points? You need a clear value proposition. Like, why should people choose your platform over, the hundreds of others that are out there? And then, of course, you need a solid strategy to attract both the freelancers and the clients.
So no real shortcuts.
Right.
Probably not, no.
Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the specific features they advertise on the website.
Okay.
So first up is AI-powered content and graphics generation.
Okay, yeah. Everyone's talking about AI content these
Right.
days.
Is this the holy grail of content creation?
Well, AI can definitely be a powerful tool, especially for things like um, writing short copy, maybe generating outlines or, creating some simple graphic.
Okay, yeah.
But at the end of the day, AI content still needs like a human touch
Oh, okay.
to make sure it's, good quality, that it's original and it's, actually engaging.
So think of it as a helpful assistant, not necessarily a replacement for your own creativity and expertise.
Got it. So don't expect to just push a button and have like perfect blog posts or Shakespearean sonnets just popping out.
Right, exactly.
They also talk about automated traffic generation. I mean, attracting visitors to any website is a huge challenge, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Can AI really solve that problem for you?
It can definitely play a role, but it's definitely not fully automated. I mean, you still need a good strategy in place.
Okay.
That means understanding your audience, creating valuable content that they actually want to see, and of course, optimizing your website for, things like search engines.
Right.
AI can help with things like keyword research or content optimization, but it's not like a magic solution.
Sounds kind of like a recurring theme here.
Yeah,
AI is a tool, not a miracle worker.
exactly.
Now, they also mention agency-style monetization. They're claiming you can make money by taking a percentage of each transaction that happens on your platform,
Hmm.
which is, I mean, that's kind of how the big platforms like Fiverr and Upwork operate.
Right, yeah. That's a very common business model for online marketplaces.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, they've invested a lot in building their brands and attracting users.
Right.
So to compete with that, you need to offer something unique. You need to stand out,
Okay.
maybe cater to a specific niche market.
So maybe instead of trying to be the next Fiverr, you could like create a platform that's specifically for like, I don't know, AI artists or AI developers, something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Focusing on a niche allows you to really tailor your platform to the needs of that specific market.
Right, right.
And that makes it more appealing to both the freelancers who are looking for work and the clients who are looking to hire them.
Okay, that's starting to sound a little more realistic.
Yeah.
The last big feature they highlight is a built-in blog with self-updating content. Again, kind of tempting, but is that really like a good idea?
A blog can be a great asset, for building authority in your niche, attracting visitors.
Okay, yeah.
But relying solely on AI generated content for your blog, that's a bit risky.
Hmm.
You want your content to be authentic, to be informative, to be engaging,
Right.
and it should really reflect your brand's voice and expertise.
So you're saying it's probably not going to cut it to just like churn out a bunch of AI articles and call it a day.
Yeah, I think you need a bit more of a human touch there.
Speaking of interesting platforms,
Yeah.
I recently came across this one called Brain Trust, and it's doing some really interesting things with AI.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
So it's a decentralized talent network,
Hmm.
which basically means it's owned and governed by the community of freelancers and clients themselves.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a cooperative for freelancers.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, and they use AI to match freelancers with relevant projects, but they also really emphasize like transparency and fair compensation,
Oh, that's great.
which is I think that's a really important aspect that a lot of these other platforms kind of gloss over.
Absolutely.
It's a really good example of how AI can be used to create uh, a more, I don't know, like equitable and sustainable freelancing ecosystem.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's really a stark contrast to what we're seeing with this Freelancer Pro AI website, which seems to be pushing, done-for-you solutions and instant profits.
Right. Yeah, that's always a bit of a red flag for me. I mean, building a successful business, it takes time, it takes effort, and it definitely takes a willingness to, learn and adapt.
For sure.
So be wary of anything that promises you instant riches or claims to eliminate all the hard work.
It's like those get-rich-quick schemes you see advertised everywhere.
Exactly. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
But, I mean, we don't want to completely dismiss AI.
Right. Oh, absolutely not.
There's definitely real value AI can bring to freelancing.
There is. Yeah.
So let's kind of shift gears and talk about those genuine ways AI is, like transforming freelancing.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, a lot of these products make it sound like you can just like set it and forget it.
Right, like AI is going to do all the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the reality is a lot more hands-on.
Definitely. So while this Freelancer Pro AI product might not be the be all end all solution,
Not right.
it's not just like throw out the AI baby with the bathwater.
Yeah.
There are real ways AI is changing how freelancing works.
Oh, absolutely. We've already talked about some of those like exciting developments with AI-powered tools and
Yeah.
platforms. But let's dig a little deeper here. Like think about marketing, for example.
Mhm.
AI can help freelancers analyze data, personalize their outreach, and even automate certain parts of their marketing campaigns.
That sounds like a huge time saver, especially for freelancers who are already juggling all these different projects.
Oh, it is big time. And it's not just about like saving time.
Right.
AI can also help freelancers be way more effective with their marketing
Okay.
by identifying the most promising leads and tailoring their message to, really resonate with specific clients.
So it's kind of like having a virtual marketing assistant working for you behind the scenes.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. But it's important to remember that AI is still just a tool.
Right.
It's not a replacement for, human strategy and creativity. Freelancers still need to understand their market, develop a strong brand,
Okay.
and create content that people actually want to engage with.
Right.
AI can like supercharge those efforts, but it can't do all the thinking for you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, what about like the actual delivery of services? Can AI actually do the work that freelancers are getting hired for?
Right.
I mean, Freelancer Pro AI, they claim that their AI robots could handle everything.
Well, that's where things get a little tricky. AI is definitely capable of doing tasks that, used to be thought of as exclusively human. We've seen AI write articles, compose music, create art even.
Right.
But there are still limits to what AI can do, especially when it comes to tasks that require, creativity,
Yeah.
critical thinking, and emotional intelligence.
Okay. So no robot novelist taking over the New York Times bestseller list just yet.
Not quite. While AI can be a really useful tool for, brainstorming ideas and
Right.
helping with certain parts of the creative process, it's not going to fully replace like human ingenuity and artistry anytime soon.
Which brings us back to the importance of, human freelancers and the unique value they bring to the table.
Exactly. Clients hire freelancers because they need specific skills,
Right.
expertise, and that human touch. They want someone who can, really understand their needs, communicate clearly, and deliver high-quality work that actually meets their expectations.
It's that human element, right, that builds trust and fosters those strong relationships between freelancers and clients.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And while AI can help, streamline communication and automate certain tasks,
Yeah.
it can't replicate the empathy, intuition, and just that nuanced understanding that humans bring to those interactions.
So it's not really AI versus humans.
Right.
It's more about how they can work together to get the best results.
Exactly. And that brings us to a really important point for our listeners who are, trying to figure out how to navigate this whole, AI landscape.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to embrace AI and see how it can, improve your freelancing. But also don't underestimate the value of your own skills, your expertise, and that human connection that you bring.
It's about finding that sweet spot where AI and human talent work together
Yeah,
to create something, truly special.
I like that.
Speaking of special, I recently found this really interesting example of how AI is being used to connect freelancers with clients in a completely new way.
Oh, I'm all ears. Tell me about it.
Have you heard of Paragon?
Paragon, no.
It's a platform that uses AI to analyze a freelancer's work history, their skills, even their online presence,
Mm-hmm.
to create this like dynamic portfolio that evolves over time.
That's really interesting. So instead of like a static resume or portfolio,
Yeah.
it's more like a living, breathing representation of what a freelancer can do.
Exactly.
Mm.
And what's really cool is that Paragon also uses AI to match freelancers with projects that, really fit their skills and experience,
Yes.
even if those projects are, outside their traditional areas of expertise.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about finding clients for the work you've already done, but about like discovering new opportunities based on your potential and your evolving skills.
Exactly. And I think that's a really powerful example of how AI can like open up these new doors for freelancers
Yeah.
and have them, grow their careers in ways they might not have even imagined.
I love that. It's not just about automating tasks.
Right.
It's about using AI to unlock human potential and create this more dynamic and fulfilling freelancing experience.
Now, as much as we're, excited about the potential of AI,
Yeah,
we also have to acknowledge the challenges and the potential downsides.
of course.
One concern I have is that AI could actually make existing inequalities in the freelancing world even worse.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. If AI algorithms are trained on data that, reflects existing biases,
Right.
they could just end up perpetuating those biases in how they connect freelancers with clients and even determine things like compensation.
For example, if an AI system is trained on data that shows women are, typically paid less than men for the same work,
Right.
it could end up like recommending lower rates for female freelancers,
Mhm.
even if their skills and experience are, equal to their male counterparts.
Exactly. And that's why it's so crucial to have human oversight
Yeah.
and ethical considerations built into like the development and use of these AI systems.
Okay.
We need to make sure that AI is being used to promote fairness and opportunity,
Right.
not to reinforce existing inequalities.
So it's not enough to just focus on, the technological advancements.
Right.
We also need to be having conversations about like the social and ethical implications of AI in this freelancing world.
Absolutely. And those conversations need to involve like a wide range of voices.
Yeah.
Freelancers, clients, developers, ethicists.
Yeah.
We need to work together to ensure that AI is used in a way that benefits everyone.
Right, not just a select few.
Exactly.
This brings us back to, the core idea of this deep dive,
Yeah.
which is to give you, our listener, the knowledge and insights you need to navigate this complex and rapidly changing world.
We want you to be informed, to feel empowered,
Yeah.
and to be ready to make, smart decisions about how you use AI in your own freelancing journey.
So as we continue this deep dive into AI and freelancing, let's keep in mind both the incredible opportunities and the potential challenges that are out there. It really is a whole new world out there.
Yeah, it's like exploring a new frontier.
Right.
There's that sense of, excitement and possibility,
Yeah.
but also you need to be careful, be aware of the potential risks.
Exactly. And just like with any new frontier, there are always going to be people who are trying to,
Take advantage.
take advantage of the situation.
Exploit it.
Yeah, for their own gain.
Exactly.
So it's important to be, discerning,
Yeah.
do your research,
Right.
and really question the claims that are being made.
Don't just take everything at face value.
Exactly. I mean, remember that Freelancer Pro AI website we were talking about,
Yeah.
that's a perfect example, right?
Yeah, a good example of how AI can be used to create a really compelling story,
Right.
but a story that might not actually match up with reality.
So don't get caught up in the hype.
No,
Those flashy promises of instant riches and all that.
it takes work.
Yeah, building a successful freelancing career, whether you're using AI or not,
Right.
it takes effort, it takes strategy, and it takes, a willingness to adapt and learn as you go.
Absolutely.
So what would you say is like the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to remember from this conversation?
I think the most important thing to remember is that AI is a tool, a powerful tool
Yeah,
that can really enhance your freelancing in so many ways,
right.
but it's not a magic
So
solution.
it's not going to do everything for you.
Yeah, it's not going to replace your skills, your creativity, or the need to, put in the work.
It's about finding that balance,
Right.
using AI to streamline things, to amplify your efforts, to open up new possibilities, but also embracing, that human element
Yeah.
that makes freelancing so unique and rewarding.
And don't forget, the world of AI is constantly evolving.
Well, for
There are
sure.
new tools and platforms popping up all the time, so stay curious. Keep learning, and don't be afraid to experiment, see what works for you.
Okay, before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought to kind of chew on.
Okay.
If you were building an AI-powered freelancing platform, what problem would you solve?
What need would you be addressing?
Yeah, what gap in the market do you see? What would make your platform, stand out from all the others?
Think beyond the hype, beyond the quick fixes.
Yeah.
Really think about the real challenges that freelancers and clients face
Mm.
and how AI could be used to create a more efficient, more equitable, and ultimately a more fulfilling experience for everyone involved.
Because at the end of the day, that's where the real potential of AI lies, right?
I think so.
Not in replacing humans, but in empowering them to achieve greater things.
Exactly.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of AI and freelancing.
Yeah.
We hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little inspiring.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
And until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.